Friend comes over and proceeds to over-welcome her stay. Oh, that's so annoying. This isn't nearly as intense as some other stories, but I feel like this story might belong here. So a little story. Me and my friend were chatting about stuff, you know, to catch up a little as we haven't talked in a small bit. Then she brings up the idea of her coming over to hang out for a bit. I said sure, it'll just be a few hours long anyways, right? Right? Anywho, she comes over, all is well. We're laughing and joking about occasionally, but she actually is kind of ignoring me. Unless this is a situation where you're hanging out, but you're both like on your phones, but you enjoy each other's company, that's okay. I almost always had to start the 5-second conversation. Then when the time for her to leave rolls around, she suddenly asks if she can stay the night. Alright, unplanned I guess, but sure. She then finds my laptop and proceeds to use it. Yeah, I guess that's okay. I love how the more you read this, the more and more unsure she gets. She logs into her account on a game, plays for a bit, then joins another game, and suddenly starts a free art business exchange on Discord. Wouldn't be a problem, except she used my account, didn't even get my permission. She got several firm no's after I found out, but wouldn't stop using my account. I felt a bit frustrated. After all, if she did a few clicks of digging, some of my information would be revealed to her, which is already a huge red flag if you have to be worried about someone digging through your personal information. She could ruin everything and people wouldn't believe me if I told them she did it. Knowing that, I felt a bit frustrated and anxious, and when I begged her to stop wouldn't work, I did the only other thing that came to mind. I reached for the mouse. As soon as I was super close to laying a firm grip on the mouse, she grabbed my arm and bit me! What the? Not even a delicate bite either. She bit down with all her might. It felt painful, naturally. In a panic, I tried to fight back, but you know, can't really do much when your limbs are the equivalent to spaghetti. Once she let go, she finally stopped using my account. However, the business still required my account since she was using my laptop, and I had to send her the photos of the drawings from my account. I sadly complied. Why did you comply? She literally bit you! Kick her out! It got annoying fast, since I constantly had to pause whatever I was doing to take a picture. She didn't consider it to be annoying though. Of course not. At first, she tried to convince me to let her use my email. I gave her a firm no. She asked again, another no. Good. After an evening of frustration, I went to bed. She then found a game she couldn't play because she didn't have the account age required. How old is she? So she convinced me to play using my alt account. Regretfully accepted. You are way too nice. Went to go to bed again, but I just couldn't. Everything was loud. Before I knew it, it was 1 a.m. and I forced myself to sleep. I woke up pretty early, in fact. They were awake too, and not with a pretty sight. There were forgotten wrappers strewn here and there, and a few empty glass bottles on the floor in a pile, left out for who knows how long. The once clean room looked dirty and abandoned in the spot she sat in. I felt a bit repulsed. Dude, whenever I'm over at somebody's place, whether just for a few hours or maybe even staying the night, I am meticulous about staying clean and tidy because that's not my space. Why would I disrespect that? After a few hours had passed, she begged to stay another night.
No! God, please, no!
No. I didn't want to, but unfortunately my parents said yes. What about your consent? Did she just go and ask your parents and they said yeah, without consulting you at all? To wrap things up, nothing happened this day except I revealed to both of them the disgusting stuff she did that night. They were quick to get her out of the house. Okay, good. You say your story isn't as crazy as other ones, but then you throw in that she bit you? You deserve better than someone who uses your stuff against your will and bites you. Completely agree. Someone bit you and you didn't immediately kick them out? Sorry, but I can't get my head around that. Hope you're okay. It was really late at night when she bit me. No one else was awake. I was tired. My parents would probably tell me to wait till morning to drop her off at home anyways. You don't know that. Sweetheart, I don't know how old you are, but if one of my kids had a friend over, no matter what age they were, and that friend physically assaulted them in my home, I wouldn't care what time of the day or night it was. I would take the friend home immediately. If my kid in the future has to endure something like that, oh, you best believe they're getting kicked out no matter what time it is. This is you're welcome, I guess. I used to work in what I guess is a unique store. This person likes the phrase, I guess. I always joked the owners were like Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob and would do anything to make extra money. In our case, they opened a second store about a mile from the original, which sold groceries, ice cream, fresh pizza, and cakes and hot pastries. Sounds really good. I made a pizza for an old woman and her husband. The whole time I was making it, she was hanging over the counter staring at me, sighing whenever I closed the oven again to let it cook further. Finally, it was done. I took it out, popped it in a box, and handed it to her. Woman mumbles something. Me, caught off guard because I half expected a thank you. Pardon? Woman, and a chocolate eclair. Did you hear me that time? Yeah, because the first time you muttered under your breath like an actual child. I got her the cake without saying anything else, and neither did she. Just the silent pass, just... The woman's like, I wish I'd burnt the base of that pizza now. Me too, honestly. I can't stand people that honestly think that they have some right to just be rude to any kind of customer service member in any industry, whether it be retail or food. Like, you see those two a lot, but I'm sure, like, so much crap goes down in other places too. Like, who gave you the right? Let me answer that. No one gave you the right. You gave the right to yourself because you are so entitled. No, it really grinds my gears. That does. Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, this is a pretty minor encounter, but it still ruffled my feathers. Did anyone bite you? I was in Walmart doing some shopping. Now, I avoid Walmart at the best of times since I generally hate shopping there, but they sell cereal that my other two local grocery stores don't. So I sometimes have to bite the bullet and head inside since it's not really worth it doing an online order and then going to pick up just a single thing. Anyway, I grab my stuff and head to self-checkout. There aren't too many people in the store. I usually shop early if I can, and only 3 of the 4 machines are taken. I walk up to the 4th machine and I'm just about to put my stuff down and scan it when I catch something out of the corner of my eye. Now, honestly, I have no idea where this lady came from, since I was pretty sure I was the only one walking up to that machine. A ninja. But all of a sudden, this cart smacks into the self-checkout. It wasn't a big crash, but it was enough to make me jump to the side. The first thought that ran through my mind was, did someone lose control of their cart? I instantly turn, look, and say, are you alright? Without even really thinking about it. Probably not the most sensible thing, but it is what it is. What I see is this older woman. Not really sure on the age, but she was definitely older than me. Mid-30s. I really just remember her short haircut, like flat on the sides, crew cut type of deal. She doesn't even bother to respond to my question and shifts over between me and the cart and starts putting her stuff on the machine in front of me. Oh my gosh. You can taste the entitlement. I'm a little confused, as you might imagine, and ask, what are you doing? She barely even looks at me and says, I was here first. Go back and wait. Now this caused me to worry. Did I just not notice her? Did I accidentally cut in front? It felt like I was being gaslit for a second, but I'm pretty freaking sure that I was the first one to walk up to the machine. So I say admittedly carefully, sorry, I'm pretty sure I was here first. And I'll never forget this. She just wedges herself further between me and the self-checkout. I'm backing up to keep some personal space between us, otherwise she'd be knocking into me. She says, I'm already putting it in. You might as well just go and wait. Oh my gosh. I pause for a sec, because I can't quite believe this is happening. It's like, I read about stories like this, and now it's actually happening to me. I say, seriously? And just feel sort of incredulous. She doesn't even bother responding and starts ringing her items up. I'd like to say that I said something witty, or that a staff member saw it and came over, or the machine stopped working or something, but no. I could just feel myself go like, F it, it's not worth it. I just remember kind of throwing up a hand going, you know what? Fine, lady, be that way. I then just step back, well away from her, and politely wait the next, I don't know, 30 seconds? You have to wait that long anyway. With fuming passive aggression for one of the other people to get done and then go to that machine, pay, and walk out. What I hate about this most is that she got away with that. And you know, people like that get away with being rude, it's because they got away with being rude like their whole life. I feel like every toddler goes through that phase of like, they just kind of do things because they don't really understand. I think developmentally, they literally don't make those connections like stealing a toy from another kid because they want it. They don't understand that that's like, you don't do that. That's rude. So it's the parent's job to correct that and help them understand what is acceptable and what is courteous. People like this woman never got that. So they just kept being rude and no one ever corrected it. That's my psychology training anyway. For all I know, she's just a jerkwad and there's nothing you can do about it. Should have walked away with her cart. Reach around and scan your item on top of hers, so she needs to get it taken off. Okay, I should really be done for the day. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. If at any point you liked it, please leave it a like, leave comments of your thoughts. Let me know which of the stories are your favorite for reasons of frustration or just pure entertainment. If you haven't subscribed already, please do, and hit that notification bell so you know when I've made a video, you can be the first to see it. And I hope you're doing good, and if not, I hope this video at least brightened your day a little bit. And you're awesome, and I appreciate you so much, and your support of this channel. And I'll see you later. Bye!